Good morning and happy Friday. Did you know that peacemakers from around the world are beginning to focus their attention on the United States because the level or the intensity of discord in our country is reaching heights that have not been seen in probably, I'm not sure they've ever been seen before, to tell you the truth. I know from my own experience and reading the statistics on the disengagement of the American workforce that many people are disengaged. They're disengaged basically because they are afraid to speak up. And so that gets us back to this concern by worldwide peacemakers as to the inability of Americans these days to have meaningful conversations and dialogues. So I wanted to raise this with you because I'm concerned. I see it all the time that people will kind of turn away, walk away from a situation, maybe put their head down. Some will, engage and yell and scream and act what might be considered inappropriately for a work setting. So how can we do something differently? So I'd like to give you a few helpful hints that basically I use when I am going to have one of those difficult conversations, or when I sense that I'm going into a meeting where there are a lot of people vying for floor space. The first thing I do is really start to imagine how I'd like the meeting to go. And I send, in a sense, a blessing or a positive thought to every person there. I recognize that, in a sense, they're no different than I am, in that they want the best for everyone. It might not sound that way oftentimes, but indeed, I think if you get under the surface, you'll realize that everybody is trying to do their best and do a good job. The second thing I do is do some conscious breathing. And actually, I'll breathe out any fatigue or frustration or anxiety that I might have, and I will breathe in peaceful thinking, peaceful thoughts, focus. And you can take 10 breaths like that, and it will absolutely change your physiology. When you get into the meeting, you could make eye contact with everyone and perhaps a nod or a smile. And when the meeting starts, one of the things that I suggest is that you actually put your finger over your lips, just like I'm doing right now. When the finger touches the lips, it is a reminder to you, perhaps, to hold your thought. It's oftentimes we get inflamed, actually, by what somebody else might say, and we want to lash out. So by putting your finger over your lips, it's a reminder to wait. Take a moment, you can breathe, and you can control your reactions much more effectively that way. I'm Rosemary Bova, and this is TGI Rosey, my weekly video blog. And I'm hoping that it inspires you to think about your own behavior in meetings and with others, and that you can learn something by trying out these simple techniques. Most importantly, we want to learn how to listen, and I'll address that in another video blog. Have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye now.